It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Charlotte Hornets. And for Charlotte, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. And Nicholas Batum, with a change of scenery last season, had his best year yet. Shaq, is he on the verge of becoming an all-star player?
Yes, his length makes him unique as a perimeter player. He can guard anyone. But I still got to see more on the offensive end, even though his 3-ball reminds me of my main man Kenny. Every time he shoots it, splaka katayao.
He can guard anyone. He could guard you then.
Oh, no, he can't guard me. That's barbecue chicken.
What kind of chicken?
Where's he from? He's from France, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's barbecue French chicken.
Barbecued
French chicken.
No
yes.
question. But he scored a career high last year. You know, that was probably one of the reasons why people are starting to look at him as an all-star type. But I will agree with Shaq. Barbecue French chicken.
And that'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you so much for joining us. Au revoir.
Ernie, if French bread is made in the U.S., is it still French?
Yeah.
Well, guys, the bond between the rookies on this team did not take long to form. Prez and Young are a real complement to each other, and they're helping each other improve their games and take them to higher levels. The veterans on the team are quick to praise just how quickly the two have formed chemistry on the court. This franchise looks to be in good hands going forward. Guys?
Thank you for that, David. And Greg, when you watch Prez and Young out there, they just are always on the same page, it seems.
A great point. Both are rookies, but they already look like a pair that's been playing together for a decade. Very rare to see the chemistry they have this early in their career.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside.
And the one thing for the Hornets, I mean, they had horrible luck last season from an injury standpoint. Never really able to put that starting 5 out there for any consistent stretch of the season. I mean, huge injuries to Big Al. And
hustle up. Let's figure this out now. Let's go. We've got to improve on our offensive execution, gentlemen. Feels like we have a hand in our face every time we shoot the ball.
We're able to fight through some of that, but surely it slowed him down.
Yeah, Kevin, it's just hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key components. Luckily, though, I think it gave the Hornets a chance to give minutes to younger guys and get them some confidence.
Charlotte moving the ball around. And Young kicks to Shakur. Lock at 6. Booker pulls it in.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
The shot's good from Lopez.
He is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
There's a screen. Young passes to Kaminsky. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kaminsky's got himself on the board with 3 there.
In the
job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Kid Gilchrist dishes to Shakur. The 18-footer is right on the mark. There are many heartbreaking stories in the NBA, but President,
man,
up around 80% for his career. Lopez more than comfortable earning his points at the charity stripe.
You think of the great scorers in this NBA. Sometimes Brook Lopez goes overlooked, but he's about as good as it gets on that low block.
Oh, no question about it, guys, especially when you consider his shooting touch, back to the basket or facing. I mean, he can hurt you, and when it comes to putting the ball in the hoop, he may very well be the most complete center in the league in that category when you talk about post-up, jump shots, and free throws.
The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Free throw good, Booker. 1:31 left here in the first quarter. Young outside to the middle. There's Shakur. And a look at Prez there, just punishing the rim.
Oh, and you love the ferocity that Prez finished that play off with. No layups for the big fella.
Here's Kilpatrick. The pass to Foy. From outside the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall. Foy's got 5 points so far.
Good quality of Young, making the D get up into him on these shots.
You know, you look back over the Nets' history, and a lot of great players wore the jersey, but one that stands out to me is Drazen Petrovic. Didn't have a very long career in the NBA before his life was cut terribly short, but he was one of the best shooters ever to play.
To the left wing, here's Kilpatrick. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Here is Shakur. Got it off in time. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
Transitioning from college to the pro.
Man, it's crazy, but I would say that the biggest difference is probably endurance, you know, both mentally and physically. Like the college season is, what, like 30, 40 games? And that's not even halfway through the NBA season, which is crazy. You know, plus you're playing against the best talent every single night, you know, so it's definitely a grind, and I feel like I got so much to figure out still. But I will say this, man, I'm thankful for trainers like Xavier Cross that helped me figure out what I need to be doing.
Good points. What role does a trainer have in helping young players, guys? Adjust. Teams changing it up here. Charlotte in the lead. On the floor for Charlotte, Shakur in at small forward. Zeller is out there with Williams. Then it's Levens. And it's Sessions in at point guard. Nets on defense. Here is Shakur. A 17-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. Shot clock at 3. Levens kicks to Zeller. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and backcourt for the Nets.
And their guards have been the ones to really set the tone here tonight with their ability to create shots. You talk about the big fellas. They love to play with guards who try to keep them involved offensively.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And Foy kicks to Lopez. Shoots. Blocked.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Sessions passes to Shakur. Now here's Sessions. Not a lot of room. A nice shot by.
We're top 10 in three-point shooting. That's a huge part of their offensive attack.
And I want to go back to why they won as much as they did.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Charlotte Hornets made it.
And Young kicks to Hibbert. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of basketball. Shakur dishes to Zeller. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And there is.
Who does will tell you that he's a tireless worker as a coach. Puts in a lot of hours and studies film as much as he can. He's really done his part in the grind of the NBA world to get his chance to be a head coach. The fact that nothing was easy on his journey should serve him well.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second.
Him these calls.
He hits the second from the line. One thing that the Hornets do very well, as we all know, is at the glass. Top to bottom, this team knows how to close out possessions, Greg, and clean up misses on the defensive end.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at the roster for the Hornets, everyone is helping on the glass. What is odd that they don't have one guy who averaged huge rebound numbers. It's a true team effort. They are one of the elite teams in limiting offensive rebounds.
and they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
The dish to Shakur for 3. And that concludes the first half.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting.
The Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Nice game, great performance by Brook Lopez.
Unbelievable. Dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
Charlotte leading by 15. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Booker. Then there's Foy. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Fires from 14. Rebound, Brooklyn. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Passes to Hibbert. To the inside. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And Young just has this innate feel for when one of his guys is open. I mean, he gets those passes there with real precision and fire.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Levens passes to Shakur. Kicks to Levens. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong. No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Nice shot by Foy.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
So it's Charlotte picking up the win. The double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next time.
Good win, guys. You too, Press.
Nice win tonight, man.
All right, Prez, let's talk shoes. See, people don't realize that late first-rounders still attract a lot of attention from the major shoe companies. Now, it may take a little longer to climb the ladder and get up there, but they believe in you and where you're going to be. So let's take a look at the options. Nike wants you bad. See, their plan is to bring you on the team right away with a straight merch deal and put you in a pair of team Nike shoes. Then you'll be one of the faces of the brand, leading to your own signature shoe, billboards, commercials, the whole nine. Can't go wrong with the swoosh, baby. And right there, in the same family, is the Jordan brand. I mean, you know you're doing something right. You got MJ on your side. They want to start with a straight merch deal, which puts you in a pair of Team Jordan shoes. And if you continue to rise and go where you're going, we're looking at a signature shoe, billboards, commercials, the whole nine. You know the game, and the game knows you. You know, who better to have on your side than Jordan, right? Guess what it is now? Now this is when it starts to get really interesting. Under Armour is banking on you being part of their team. They want to make you the face of their brand sooner than later. They're talking cash deal, lots of opportunity for bonuses, and a UA team shoe. I mean, this is a real opportunity to get in line with a fast, young, hustling company, right? What do you think? And let's not forget Adidas. Adidas wants to run with your presidential theme. I mean, God bless America, right? We're talking cash deal and bonuses, and they want to put you in your very own team Adidas shoe. Then down the line, we can get a signature shoe, commercial, the whole nine. Things can really take off. So I think we go with Adidas if you want to run with your presidential theme and nickname. What do you say? You're Adidas and you, or Adidas and me? So it's up to you. I mean, I know it's a lot to think about, but you're in a pretty good position right here.
Look, I don't know, Bruce. I feel like this is harder than picking a college, you know? Like, way harder. I need a spreadsheet to remember all that stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But, you know, personally, you can't lose, right? You're in a win-win situation. So it's wherever you feel the most comfortable, and not just on your feet, but as a business partner. So take your time, kick back, relax, think about it, and I just need an answer in about 5 minutes. Great choice. This is the beginning of big things. Jordan Brand is going to be pumped.
I hope so, man. I'm excited to get it started.